my yarny friends. I'm Sara Sach. Welcome back to my crochet channel, and welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sara and Rosie. She's sleeping. You'll probably hear her snoring in just a little bit. So tell me, what did you think of my new intro and my new music? Was it fun? Did you like it? Now you know that my husband does all of I know I was dancing in the aisle in Hobby Lobby. Now my husband does all my music, of course. And I told you we had some new stuff coming. And I wanted something new and happy for music. And I wanted some new pictures and video for our entry, and I'll be using this as my new intro for our Coffee and Crochet with Sara for a while now. I'm going to be using it in the future here, and then I also have an outro, so when we're all done and it ends, make sure you watch the end as well. And basically, and if you want to hear some of my husband's other music that he does, he has a YouTube channel and a Spotify, and it's just called Kedsa Music. Kedsa Music. If you want to go and find it here on YouTube, you can listen to some of his other music. Now, I wanted to go ahead and use the new music and the new pictures and video because I have something really fun. Remember I told you about a song that my husband and I wrote together called Coffee and Crochet Song. And so I'm actually, it's silly. I know that's just a little hint of what we did in that video. And so I'm hoping to release that on Friday after Thanksgiving so that you can see that video. It's just stinking hilarious, okay? I'm not an actress and I don't play one on TV. Well, welcome anyway. I hope you all enjoyed that. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Before we get any farther, let's clinkety clink 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 in. And that just means say hello, say where you're from, where you're watching from. Never ever give any of your personal information in a comment though. Just say maybe your state or your country or where you're at in the world. Of course, y'all know I'm back in Oklahoma. We've been here about, I think this is our third Christmas. So, yeah. I'm drinking pumpkin spice coffee from Aldi with a little bit of like a sweet creamer, but of course sugar-free. Alrighty, so because y'all know I'm diabetic, so I have to be sugar-free. The next big news is this. Woohoo! We reached 90,000 subscribers. And I have to say we because I can't do any of this without all of you. I mean, I can't. If I don't have any subscribers, then I'll just be talking to myself, right? So actually, thank you all for watching my videos. For coming along with me on this journey. I think if I remember right, in March, it'll be 9 years that I've been on YouTube. And I have gone back and looked at some of those YouTube videos from when I just started, and they were just stinking hilarious. I have no idea what I was thinking, but it was fun. And it's been a fun journey, and I've grown a lot. And quite a bit of you have come along with me on a lot of this journey, and I really appreciate that. So that 90K subscribers is a thank you to you because I can't do this without you. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just so excited. I wasn't even paying attention because I was at 89. I was at 89. And then I hadn't looked in a couple of days, and then it was like all of a sudden, I was at 90K. I said 89, I meant 98. I said it backwards. Anywho, that's right, not very far from 100,000. So we got to keep the momentum going, okay? Alrighty, now, before we get into the winner of our November giveaway, because I'm going to announce the winner's name today. I've been looking through, I don't know that I've seen it or not, but then I got distracted, so I may have. All right, but you know, I have to tell a couple of jokes. Just waiting a few minutes for everyone to get in here. So I got a couple of jokes. One of them was sent to me, and the other one was from my granddaughter. And she said this to me last week. Okay, so I've got 2 turkey jokes. Are you ready? All right. This is the one my granddaughter told me. She said, why did that turkey cross the road? What was he thinking? And don't forget, I'm really bad at telling jokes, so I really need a lot of smiley faces. I'm terrible at landing a punchline. Okay, why did the turkey cross the road? He wanted to prove he was not chicken. My granddaughter heard this from one of her friends, and she told it to me last week. And you should have seen her. She's 13, and she put her hand on her hip like this. He wanted to prove he was not chicken. Full of attitude. There we go. Thank you, Kim, for at least clapping. There's some more smiley faces. I know. I'm asking for y'all to like my jokes. Okay, this one was sent to me. I can't remember who sent it to me. I got probably 10 or 11 different people sending me jokes the last couple of weeks, and they're just so much fun to read through. I sit there reading my email, cracking up at myself because I laugh at the silliest jokes. Okay, what do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving? I'm waiting for you to answer. What do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving? Pretty darn lucky. I cleaned it up for you. Lucky. All righty. Leftovers. That's a good one. I love it. Leftovers. That was a good one. That should have been the answer. You know, I like cold turkey with cranberry sauce on one of those Hawaiian buns better than warm turkey with mashed potatoes. I don't know what it is. Although we're not having turkey this year. We decided not to. Okay. Let me remind you what the November giveaway is, okay? Are you ready? All right. Let me pick this up. It's really heavy. This is, and by the way, I dropped it, so it's not as neatly piled in there. There are 11 skeins of different kinds of premier yarns, all brand new, never used. There was a needle in that one. I wonder why. You didn't see that. You didn't, okay? 11 skeins of premier yarns. Some of them are chunkies. This one is chenille. We've got cottons. This is two DK ones, I think. We've got some chunky 5. This one, I think this is a medium 4. So lots of different kinds of yarns and lots of different colors for you to try. Okay? 11 different ones. And they won't fit in this box, so I'm going to have to get a bigger box. All right, that's what the giveaway is this week. He almost got you even a plastic needle. That I don't even use a needle like this. I don't even know where that came from. It may have been left in there when it was bought. Who knows? Okay. So, just a reminder, never, ever, ever, ever put any of your personal email, address, phone number, or information ever in a live comment. Ever. Anywhere. Anywhere. Even if someone says do it and you'll win something, don't do it. That's usually spam, okay? So, underneath this video, in that description box, there is at the bottom of the comment, not the comments, but in that description box, the bottom section, there is a thing that says contact information. The first thing under there says email. Just copy and paste my email address and send me an email with your information. Once you receive your box and you let me know you received it, I'll delete your email and do anything with it. Okay? That's the easiest way to contact me. All right. All right, the winner, are you ready? I need some drum rolls. Where are my drum rolls? I don't see any drum rolls. Come on, people. You drop your drumsticks. Were they turkey drumsticks? Okay, you ready? The winner is, where did it go? I wrote it too small. Okay, it's Sandra Schming, Candra, Sandra, and the last name is Schmieg, Schmig, Sandra Schmig. If you're not in here, maybe she'll come in and watch later, because it doesn't matter. You don't have to be on here live to be the winner. So everyone give her congratulations. I may have pronounced her name wrong, but that's why I wanted to spell it. All right. Congratulations, Sandra. Shoot me an email and we'll get that right out to you. All right. All righty. Now, before we talk about patterns this week, I do want to talk to you about I guess it is a pattern, about our mini mystery crochet along for November. It was super fun. And I hope that you all got a chance to participate. But if you didn't, it won't be a mystery anymore, because I'm going to tell you what it is. It was so much fun. I'm going to click over here so you can see the other camera. Here we go. This is what we did. We made these fun mini footballs, and they're stuffed, so you can throw them around the house. They make great stocking stuffers. And someone told me, oh, those are just good for your dogs. No, they're good for everybody. If you're having a football party, give one to each person and then throw it around the house. You won't break any furniture because they're made of stuffing, not plastic. Yarn and stuffing. So it's a lot of fun. They're great for stocking stuffers. You could add a little keychain hook to it and it becomes a keychain. Or you could, it's against the law to hang things on our rear view mirrors here in Oklahoma, even though I do have something hung on there. But you could do that as well. It also can be one of those, what do you call those things you squeeze, get rid of your nerves, it keeps you sane. And you can make these in team colors, school colors. You know, I had one lady say she sells at schools, at the craft sales, and she's going to make some in school colors, see if she can make some money off of her scrap yarn. Great idea. And some of these measured about 6.5, and some measured 7, depending on how much stuffing I put in them. So they're stress ball. Thank you, Francis. So, yeah, also can be called fidget toys. But, yeah, they measured about 6.5, 7 ounces, depending on how much stuffing you actually stuck in them. And so I just thought they were super fun item. You know, you could even put a Christmas hanger on these, add a little red bow or something, hang them on your tree if you're a football lover, you know. So anyway, I wanted to show you those. That was our November mini mystery crochet along. Now we have one more we're going to do in December. Right, Kay, can be a tree ornament. So we have one more we're going to do in December. And I think I scheduled it for the second Friday in December. And I'm so excited about this one. I've already got it all designed and written up and everything. And it's super cute. You're going to love it. and it's super easy. And my goal in these is for us to have some fun. Make something fun. Use up some scrap yarns. Things you can attach to gifts and use at parties. And I mean, think about it. If you have a child that loves football and they're having a birthday party, you've got party favors you can make, you know, so that's kind of the goal in doing that. Now, last week for our this and that video, we did the questions about hot pads and pot holders. Can we crochet them? Is it safe? What kind of yarns can we use? And I really got some really good comments on those, and really good understanding, because a lot of times people will call them trivets, or they think that hot pads and pot holders aren't interchangeable and things like that. And can we actually crochet them and that they're safe to use, and how can we make them safer, you know, things like that. So that really was a good video, and I got a lot of feedback on that one. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be discussing what I call tall stitches. And I did a demo in the video as well, and talked a little bit about what are crochet tall stitches. And I was quite surprised when I started investigating how tall the stitches got. And so we're going to talk about that on tomorrow's video. I'm working on editing that one, and it'll be ready tomorrow morning. I've been releasing them closer to 8 o'clock than 7:30. I was releasing Wednesday's video at 7:30. But I had quite a few people say that's a little bit too early for them, or they're rushing out to get their kids to school and stuff like that. So I moved them to 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, and that's 8 o'clock my time, which is Central Time. But it doesn't matter. They'll be there, and you can watch them whenever you have time. So the other thing that we did this week was the... I call this the dinner shawl. And the reason I called it the dinner shawl is because when I looked at it, it looks like green bean casserole, pumpkin pie, and turkey. Just by those colors. And it's so pretty, and it turned out so good, and it's so easy. I'm going to turn her around so you can see it's nice and long in the back, and how beautiful that is. And this yarn is gorgeous. Okay, and I'm going to show you what it is. And believe it or not, it's not Premier. All right, so this is what it is. This is the Hobby Lobby Soft and Sleek. And I went to Hobby Lobby to pick up some ribbons and some Christmas ribbons, Christmas pom-poms and jingle bells and all kinds of things I'm going to be using on some of our Christmas projects. And I came across this yarn, and it was 30% off. So it's, let's see, $4.99 a skein at 30% off. And you can make this shawl with one of each of these colors, and then you'll need another one, about another half a one of this color. But remember, you don't have to do these in this color, and you can use any medium weight number 4 acrylic yarns. And Premier does have a medium weight number 4 low pill. These are low pill fiber. And that just means it's not going to ball up on you when it washes. And so I just saw this, and believe it or not, I didn't just buy these 3 colors. I've got Christmas reds and greens and whites, and I think I got a lime green and a pink. I bought a whole bunch because I really love this yarn a lot. And it is, like I said, Hobby Lobby Soft and Sleek Yarn Bee. And Yarn Bee is a Hobby Lobby brand, in case you don't know that. One person told me she can't find Yarn Bee anywhere. And I said, well, it's because you can only find Yarn Bee at Hobby Lobby. It's their brand of yarn. Okay? But I only used one skein of the green, one skein. The green is called, I forgot I was going to tell you this. The green is Green Apple. And this one is called Pumpkin Spice. And this one is called Tobacco. And I don't know if you can tell it, but it's brown, but it has just a little bit of like a reddish tint to it. Not quite beige. It's more of not brick red either. It's brown, but looks like a little hint of red in it. I don't know if you can see that. And it also has a nice sheen to it. It's not shiny like a sparkle, but it has a nice sheen to it. And I just absolutely fell in love with this yarn. I love it. And you can make this shawl for less than 20 bucks. I mean, that's excellent. Okay. So I'm going to move those. And then I also want to tell you about these 2 other yarns. And these are Premier yarns. And I'm telling you about these because I have 2 projects that I'm making using these 2 yarns. And these are their sparkle. They call them the Premier Basix Shimmer. And they're $3.99 a skein. And that's a really good price. And you have to know that today at noon, which would probably be 11 o'clock my time, or is it 1 o'clock? I can't remember their time. But the great big Premier sale ends. And I'm making a blanket with this. And I'm making some doilies with this. And I'm also using some white yarn with both of them. But I just thought these were gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the shimmer in those. See the shimmer? This one is called Snowfall Shimmer. Isn't that gorgeous? And this one, I bet you can figure out what this one's called. Peppermint Shimmer. And so I don't know if you got the chance to buy any of these in their big sale, but they're only $3.99 a skein. And that's a really good price. All right. And so I love, y'all know I love Premier yarns. And remember, I just really, another thing is I got quite a bit of good sales this week through Premier. And I just want to thank those of you who used my link, because I make, I think, 1% off of every sale, which isn't much, but it's enough so that I can replenish yarn and do giveaways and buy yarn for myself so I can do patterns for you. Okay, and so, but I loved Premier Yarn even before I became, an affiliate. But I just love the sparkle in these. It's just so pretty. And of course they call it Shimmer. These are also medium weight number 4 yarns. And they're acrylic except for that metallic thread that goes through it, which is polyester, I believe. Metallic polyester, yeah. Okay, and I do have a project this Christmas with both of these types of yarns, okay? Like I said, this one I'm doing a peppermint blanket, and then this one we're doing some snowfall doilies, okay? Just kind of FYI. Now, I did get an email this week. This one was very upset at me. She wanted to know how come I haven't put out my Joy Bear Christmas sweater yet. And I told her, I said, I'm working on it. It'll be out soon. And guess what? It'll be out Friday. Our Joy Bear Christmas sweater will be ready on Friday. And I was been working on it and just loving how it turned out. It's super easy. And I guess there was some confusion about whether they'll fit Joy Bears and Build-A-Bears. Just so you know, when I designed the Joy Bear stuffed bear, which I've got one right over there, and you can see there is a Build-A-Bear next to it. There's a couple of them there. The Joy Bear is basically the same size as the Build-A-Bear. The only difference is the Build-A-Bear's heads are a little bit bigger. And so, but it's okay because yarn stretches when we do hats, okay? But the sweater will fit both the Build-A-Bear and the Joy Bear. Now, some people wanted the body longer on their Joy Bear, so they added a few extra rows. So when you make a sweater or a top for your Joy Bear, you may have to do a couple of extra rows to get it to be long enough. But the sweater that I made is kind of a big like a college sweater, kind of big and poofy. And I made it in such a way that even though it is a Christmas sweater, because I made it in Christmas colors, you can make it in any colors that you want to. And as a matter of fact, you could make it in team colors or college colors, football colors, whatever school or team that you could do that. Make it in those colors. Okay, it will have a little applique on the front, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it's super cute. But you could do a different applique if you want to. All right. So anyway, so just so that you understand that the sweaters and the clothes that I am making for the Joy Bears, they're all being put in the YouTube playlist called Joy Bears. And in that YouTube playlist on my YouTube channel, it has the pattern of how to make the Joy Bears, and it has all the different patterns. We've made a dress, we've made overalls that can be a skirt or pants, we made a summer outfit that is shorts and a top, and I forgot the Halloween costumes. You can see there, the one Joy Bear still wearing his pumpkin. And the pumpkin and the Halloween costume could be a bumblebee, a pumpkin, or I think it was a cat. But it could be any animal. You could just change the ears on the hat. Okay? And so what we're doing is so that they make it easy for you guys to find. So, because I think it would be super fun at Christmas to make a bear. And then you have all these different clothes that you can mix and match to dress your bears in. And all of the sweaters and sweater and clothes, I'm making them easy to make and easy to get on and off your bear. Okay? And so I'm trying to make them so that kids can do it, and even us old folks can do it, get the clothes on and off our bears. I hope I'm explaining this well. But anyway, the sweater is going to be ready on Friday. It will be our Friday fun day crochet pattern, and it's not hard at all. It's even the applique is nice and easy, and I think you're really, really going to enjoy it. I've had so much fun with the bears. And I want to make a little, I have a little basket I could probably use. But I was thinking of making a little bag that kind of comes up. And then we can fold the sides in and button the top. So it kind of looks like an old-fashioned suitcase. And then put all of our Joy Bear clothes in this suitcase. I don't want it to be like a regular suitcase. I want it to be a little bit different. And so I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know that that'll be ready in time for Christmas, but maybe it can be a January project. And even if you're not making the Joy Bears and all their clothes, it'll be a great little tote bag to take along with you, like shopping or whatever. But I want to make it nice and tidy, and I want to make it so it has a button that can close on the top, that if you do give it to kids to play with, or like at my house, I put it all together, and then when the grandkids come over, they can play with it, then put it all back away. Although, you know what? They're not too good about putting their toys away. Even as teenagers. But that's okay. But anyway, I wanted to let you know about that the Joy Bear sweater will be ready on Friday. I'm putting the finishing touches on, getting the pattern written up, and then then the video will be ready to come out on Friday morning. Okay? So and as we move into towards past Thanksgiving and all of that, there'll be a lot more Christmas items. I've been working on those Christmas balls. I've told you about the plastic ones, and I've been working on that pattern, getting that ready to go and tested and everything. And I've got some other fun Christmas things, like I said, the peppermint blanket and the snowflake doilies and stuff like that. Just lots and lots of fun things to do. I noticed she was saying, where did I read that? I lost it. Pamela, she said she's having a hard mental health day. Okay, and I think that we probably all go through days like that. We don't know what you're struggling with, but let me just give you something to help you. And this is what I do when I'm struggling. I get online and I try to find a pattern that I've never worked before. Like, not a stitch pattern, but say an item that's kind of fun, like maybe an Amy or something. And I check to see what yarns I've got, or whatever. And I don't even care if it's the right color. That doesn't matter. But what I do is I concentrate on this one thing. And I try to push out all of the other things. Because life can be really heavy sometimes. We all have, family issues, work issues, life issues, health issues that can drag us down. And so what I do is I just concentrate on this one project. And while I'm concentrating on this one project, I push all that other stuff away. Even if it doesn't turn out perfectly, you've created something. And that something is for you. You're not making it for anybody else. You're making it for yourself. Okay? And then you keep that thing with you. If you'll notice, if you look back at my home sign, you'll see there is a cardinal over there and a support pickle. Those two things were made for me. And I keep them around with me because they mean a lot to me. And I was going to say you'll see them, but when I'm doing, remember the video I'm telling you that I'm working on? You'll find those both in that video as well. Because sometimes I can't come across here and give you a hug and tell you that I'm praying for you. I can pray for you and I will. But I can't physically see you or give you a hug. But when somebody takes the time to make something for me like those, that support pickle and that cardinal over there, and I have other things as well that people have sent me that mean a lot to me. This is one of them right here. This was sent to me, and Kim sent me this bell. I have all these things. Keep those things around you, even if it's something that you made for yourself, because it reminds you that you're worth something. And you're worth something to God. You are. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to write your name down, and I'm going to make sure I pray for you to have a better day. Okay? All right, now, that is everything. I can't believe I got it all in 30 minutes. I was sitting, oh, I forgot one thing I was going to show you. It's right here. I went to Aldi. I forgot to tell you about this. This is the Aldi Advent Calendar. I was so excited. My granddaughter, I told her, I said, I want to get one of those coffee Advent calendars. So her and her mom were at Aldi, and they sent me this pictures. Okay? And I opened one just so you can see. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. There's coffee in each one of them. Now, these are K-Cups, and I don't have my K-Cup machine anymore. But all I have to do is brew 1 cup of coffee in my coffee pot. And there's all different flavors. And so for the month of December, every day I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Isn't that fun? I think it was like, I want to say $14. I don't remember. Okay. So anyway, and I'm going to leave you with this. Okay, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to leave you with this today. This is the time of year when a lot of us do struggle with mental health things. There's a lot of stress put on us to bake the right foods, to bake the right cookies, to make the right gifts, to have enough money to buy something for everybody, and to make everybody happy. And there's parties, and there's get-togethers, and there's stuff at work, and all of these things, along with struggling to pay the bills. Okay, and it is a hard time of year. And that's why, it can draw us down. I do have a sister that struggles every year at this time of year. And she shuts everybody out, and she just stays to herself. And I don't think that's the way to handle it, okay? Now, I'm a lot of people do that. I'm the type of person that I push through and I keep going. And that's why I made the statement, make something for yourself, or make something for somebody else and give it to them and let them know you care about them. Because reaching out will help you. It will encourage you. And that's kind of the reason that I like to make things for other people. I have where I make shawls for other people that are going through hard times or something. And then I'll just go up and give them the shawl and tell them I love them and I'm praying for them. And so we struggle a lot this time of year. We put way too much pressure on ourselves. And I've done things to make it easier. I don't buy gifts for my grandkids anymore. I buy them gift cards. And then I'll buy them a little something, But we have to come to the place where we have to do what's best for our mental health. We have to make things easier on us. And take time for yourself. We can't be always worrying about other people. Okay. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist or counselor or any of those things. I'm just going to tell you what works for me. And I learned from my mom that sometimes we have to just get outside of ourselves and do something for somebody else. And even and making a little something, I can't tell you how many times, like I said, with the cardinal and with the pickle, when they came in, were coming at days when I was having a struggle, and they came in, they brightened my day. And so trying to brighten someone else's day can help you, as well as make a little something, go online, make you a support pickle. They're hilarious and fun to make, and make a bunch of them Keep one for yourself and maybe give them to some of your other friends. Okay? But it's very normal to struggle this time of year with your mental health. It's just, there are just so many demands on us through, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so don't feel bad if that's where you're at, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I wrote your name down. I'm going to pray for you because, yeah. Heidi says, I love my emotional support pickle. They're just so much fun. And sometimes it's kind of fun to make something silly. The cute little eyes on there and stuff like that. So anyway, I've learned that through the years, I think that probably all of us at one time or another have struggled with feeling like not enough, but you are enough. You are. And the bottom line is this. God created you, and you are enough. Okay? All right, I'm going to let you go on that support. I'm going to let you go on that note. I was reading Cindy's comment about I need a support pickle. They're super cute. There are tons of patterns out there for them. And there are also videos as well, because I've looked. I did a pickle a few years ago that is just like a basic pickle. It's not near as detailed as the one that I was given. So anyway, support chicken. Yes. Just have some fun, and step away from your issues and the issues around you and just make something fun. And yeah, make a support pickle. They're so much fun. So anyway, I'm going to let you go, like I said, on that note. I hope you have a great week. And don't forget, Friday is Joy Bear Day. See you next time.